Sound check, sound check. Mic check, mic check. Sound check, sound check. We're coming at you live from Webster, Texas at the Absolute Volleyball Academy. Good morning, Eagles fans. We're high above the court here at the Skybox at AVA. Your Eagles will take on Montgomery High School here on day 2 of the John Turner Classic. Eagles went 1-2 yesterday, but still found themselves in the top group pool play today as a number 2 seed in a 14 pool. I'm assuming based on how everyone finished and the seedings of strength of schedule, Eagles playing a couple tough teams yesterday, landed themselves in this still the top bracket contention today. The Bears is who we are playing against. Bears in the white jerseys with pink sleeves, black libero jersey. The Eagles in the navy blue jerseys today with the red libero jersey. The Eagles will serve first. It'll be Gracie Williams to serve for the Eagles. And we're off to an early start this morning. And that's going to be tough. Bears able to get that over. And they set up Anderson, whose attack goes deep. The tip dug by Williams. Cotton pops it to Parker and goes line, but just too much out of the line. That'll be a point for Montgomery. Depth perception is a little more difficult from this angle, so I'll do my best to try to provide some accurate comments and maybe take a delay just to make sure that I don't jump the gun, but that was out of bounds, and that's an Eagles point. Parsons comes in to serve for Parker. It's a big swing cross and sent back over. So Eagles have another shot. Morrow gets the deflection off the block, but kept in play by the Bears. They go line, and that's out. The line judge on the far side called the touch, but looks like they didn't. Oh, they did call it. Okay, so they did catch it. So they call touch out. It is still Bears ball point. Anderson does get a good swing, but deflected in play, and then Morrow tips and just gets sent back down. Another Bears point. Hey, what's up? Williams, Brady, big swing, but Cotton picks up the coverage on the block and then back to Morrow, goes cross and clips the net, and it keeps it from going inbounds. It would have been in, but just got enough of the net to roll out of bounds. Bears are up 5-1, my bad. This time over to Anderson, and she does put that one down around the block. Samaria Williams checks in, and Brady to serve. And that's middle attack is put down by the Bears. Good looking play. Not much you can do about that. 2-6. Cotton steps back in. Parsons gets it to Williams, and then Samaria pushes it, but picked up again on defense. Big set outside, and that does find the back line, back corner. Bears have opened up a 5-point lead here early in the first set. Deep serve, but picked up enough for Anderson to have a chance. And she roll shots and cleaned around, and Bears are able to get it back over. So another shot, this time pushed to Mora, and then she gets the kill off the block for the Eagles. 3-7. As Rodriguez comes in to serve for Anderson. Big set in the middle, tipped, and that goes back on their side. That'll be a block for Morrow. 4-7. Oh, and that was a good heads up by Morrow as the setter went to drive for the attack. And Morrow was right there to decline that transaction, 5-7. Bears again swing, and that just sent way too far out. Point Eagles, we're back within one. Rodriguez still serving. Trying to make it a 4-point run at least. But I jinxed her, and she just slapped it out of bounds. 6-8 on the serve. Cotton pushes it to Morrow and goes corner, boom, right in. The back corner goes Morrow on the assist from Cotton. And she goes back to serve. Eagles back within one. That ball just died, and the defense could do much with it, but that sneaks past the defense, 7-9. Williams to Williams. And Samaria will get that credit for the kill as it hit the net and just dropped right in front of the diving defender. But it still counts as an Eagles point. And Chloe will serve. Sorry, Cotton will serve for Samaria. Tipped over. Dug by Rodriguez. Attack by Parker goes out of bounds. Point back over to, and ball back over to Montgomery. Just as the Eagles get within one, they give the ball right back. This time, get the chance to get it back, and little tip, and Cotton's there. Williams, great by Brady, but good defense by Bears, and they tip that over. And recycling the ball back over, and then set up for the back row attack, and that is in 8-11. Montgomery dishing back that back row attack after the Eagles have made an attempt. Parker, a good swing, tools off the block. Eagles get the ball back. Williams will go back to serve. Eagles down 2. Big set, back row attack again. This time, Brady was there to block, but just deflected off enough of her arm so Cotton couldn't get there to clean it up. And it'll go back over to Montgomery, 9-12. Eagles down 3. This time Williams back to Parker on the right side, goes cross. And, that's out. (10-12). Big swing, but blocked by Anderson. It's big-time solo block. Gets the Eagles back within 1. Here's the tricky part. Can they make it even? Parsons to serve. That's a little off-kilter. And little collision kept the Eagles from getting that back into play, 11-13. Williams able to give Morrow a shot, and she puts it down. (12-13). Back to within 1. Story of the set so far. Eagles can get within 1 and then give the ball right back. And they do it again as Brady's serve goes outside the line. 12-14. Anderson's attack block back on the Eagles side. No one's there to grab that. 12-15. Montgomery back up by 3. Morrow cross and then dug out. Cotton's there to get the set. Ping pong at the net. Tip. Oh, somebody's in the net. They're going to call us in the net, 13-17. slide action and good dig by Morrow. And then Parker can't put it down. Another block, but just too powerful, out of bounds. 14-18. Timeout taken by the Eagles. I'm not sure why the stream keeps bouncing down. It's shows a good signal or a good streaming strength. Not sure if our app is down, but hopefully it's coming through. Looks like it's coming through. So healthy now. Bears will serve out of the timeout. Eagles trying to keep this from going to a 5-point lead. Williams' tip is through the block, but picked up on defense. Dug by Rodriguez. Over to Parker, and that attack is blocked and recovered 14-19. Williams is able to get to Parker, just kind of pops it over. But Montgomery and Parker, good heads up as she knew that Montgomery only had one play on that, and she was right there to turn it back. Brady checks in and caught to serve for Williams. Eagles down 4. And that goes off the block, 15-20. Goes off the Eagle, 15-21. This time clean receive, Parker. Back row, dug by Rodriguez. Our back row, and that goes in the seam for a Eagles point off the arm of Morrow. Anderson back in. Gracie Williams to serve. Parker's cross is defended, set up on the right side. And that is a hitting error on Montgomery. Eagles point, 17-21. Tip, but Parker's there. Anderson goes deep, and somehow Montgomery's able to keep that in play. Another tip, and nobody's there, 17-22. And that's going to be an ace for Montgomery. 17-23. Another timeout from Tascasita. Eagles down 6 late in the first set. They have to go on a pretty good run to keep this from being over quickly. They missed an opportunity there. And then it goes to cross, and the Eagles can't pick it up, but it's a 17-24 set point for Montgomery. And that does go out. Point Eagles, 18-24. Parsons to serve. And that puts down by the Bears for a set point, 18-25. Hopefully the Eagles can come back here in the second set. Try to force the third. All right, second set coming at you from Webster, Texas. The John Turner Classic. Eagles missed out on or lost the first set to Montgomery. So second set, they'll serve. Eagles trying to take a set and force a third set. The Eagles missed out on an opportunity. Oh, but Parker's little bump over goes for a kill. And Williams will serve for the Eagles. Tip, and Eagles were there. They learned from yesterday. This time, another tip by Parker goes for a kill. 2-0 Eagles. Prosper High School ran that little seam middle, I don't know what number it is, 2A, B, Z, whatever, pretty effectively against the Eagles yesterday, but looks like they've covered that well from seeing it from Montgomery here today. This time it's on the traditional right side. Cotton pops it up. And Anderson, almost a double hit, but blocked off of the Eagles. Bears point, 2-1. And that's an in. That's an ace. Eagles up 4-1. That time. Oh, and that's going to be a attack error on Montgomery as the setter tried to slam that ball down and just was too far off the net. It went right into the net. Eagles up 5-1. That's a little too deep. That is out. 5-2. Eagles on the far side of the court. A little different view, but that's how ABA is set up. Williams back over to Anderson, and she puts that down. That block was so late getting there. She had a great look at the net, and she took advantage of it. Big Sugar steps in, and Brady to the line to serve. Eagles up 4. Good block again, but just off of the, it's too powerful off the block out of bounds. It's a Montgomery point, 6-3. Oh, good look, but pushed out by Williams, 6-4. Eagles lead out 4 is now down to 2, cut in half. Morrow able to put down with authority from the outside. Eagles back up by 3. And Anderson will serve. Rodriguez has been coming in for Anderson for service duties, but Odom making a coaching change. And that goes out. And that's no touch. Wait, what? So they call a touch on that, so that is a point for Montgomery. Another good timely set by Williams. Back up by 3, 8-5. I was on a direct line from that ball, and there was no touch. And I'm even further away than the line judge, so I think she just had a bad angle. But needless to say, the Eagles got the ball back. Ball don't lie, as they say. Morrow to serve. They're set on the... Oh, and that goes around the block and in the seam, 8-6. Goes just diving, couldn't get to it. 8-7. Back and forth. Anderson gets it to Williams. Back over to Parker. Throws down. Eagles able to keep it up until the last second. It just falls down. 8-8. We're even for the first time this set. So that kind of comes off a little spin, but goes over. And Parker gets it behind the defense for the kill. Eagles up by 1. And that's going to be a block from Parker, kind of anticlimactic because it just kind of flopped down on the court, but it's a block nonetheless, 10-8. And that finds a seam again from the back row. Morrow. 11-8. Eagles back up by 3. It's an awkward little punch there. Oh. And I think the Eagles thought it was going to go out of bounds and then just caught it right at the last second. Just couldn't get it back close to the net. So the Montgomery ball, 11-9, Eagles up 2. Parker goes cross. And it is out. 11-11. Parker's kill attack is picked up. Back row just quits the net. And they're going to call Williams under the net, even though nobody was at the net. Made an effort, just fell down. That's kind of a petty call, but it is what it is. 11-12, Montgomery takes the lead. And that goes just inside the line outside, just diving Cotton. 11-13. Oh, and that goes out. No touch. Catch a break. Anderson was diving and just dove out of the way. 12-13. Good pickup by Parker. And throw down by Morrow. Oh, just missed outside the line. 12-14. And Brady gets a little more force behind it this time and deflects it off the Bears defender. Eagles points. And Parsons checks in to serve. Eagles down 1. Eagles send it back over another back row and just over the block or over the net in front of the defender. No block. 13-15. Good option from Anderson. Tip right inside the block, behind the block. We're kind of doing what we did the first set. Eagles will get within 1 and give it right back. Let's see if Brady can break even. But Bears setting up, and that goes for a point again for the Bears as the Eagles get within 1 and then give it right back to 2. Another tip by Anderson, but this time a little too lofty, picked up by the defense. Another block at the net, but off for the Eagles. 14-17. Service error by the Bears gives the ball back over to the Eagles, 15-17. Slide, but picked up by the Eagles. Back to Morrow, and it's a little too long on that back throw or by attack hitting this direction. 15-18. Eagles down 3. That's going to be out of rotation. I don't know, but we'll take it. 16-18. Eagles down 2. Morrow to serve. Getting late in the second set. Eagles need to come back. And another ball out of bounds. 16-19. Time Anderson goes back corner and gets it. Clean dig by Cotton. Back to Parker. Off. Oh, that might have been out, but Eagles got a little set action. Oh. Bears doing everything they can to keep that in play. Parker goes a roll shot over. This time back row tech again. And off of the Eagles, 17-20. Parker tips over, but again picked up by Bears with another shot. Cotton able to get it back up to Williams, back to Parker. This time throws down. What did they call? They called Bears under the net, 18-20. I'm not sure if they called net or under the net, but either way, the Eagles get the ball back down to Williams to serve. That eats up the defender. Oh my gosh, nobody is over there. And last second ball doesn't get over, 18-21. And Chastity is going to take a timeout. Eagles need a run, but they're being hard to come by here against Montgomery. They started off the second set with a 4-5-1 run and gave it back, and then again get back within one, and then give it back over to Montgomery. See if they can break that trend now and get back into the second set. Now, a way to do it is tip, and that's around the block, 18-22. And that's an easy putback for Bears on the overpass, 18-23. And I guess that's, Will Children had another timeout in their bag. He uses it. Second and final timeout, 18-23. Bears serving out of the timeout. Eagles down 5. That's just sent over, and Brady puts it down. (19-23). Parsons to serve for the Eagles. Need a run. Cotton there to get the dump. And that'll find a home for a kill for Anderson. Eagles within 3. Big swing, but playable for the Eagles. Cotton. Anderson throws it down. 21-23. Eagles within 2. Back corner, but playable. Bears, big swing, and off of the Eagles. Set match point for Montgomery. As the Eagles were chipping away, but just couldn't hang on. Clean play. Another setter dump by Gracie Williams. 22-24. So the Eagles will have to try to come back with 2 middles on the court. Brady will serve. Eagles down 2. Match point for Montgomery. And that'll end this match as the Eagles lose 2 sets here to Montgomery in the first game of pool play today. Eagles still have 2 more games. We're going to take a break. Scheduled start is 11:45, but we're running significantly ahead. So look for something between 11 and 11:15. We'll get you a refresh link posted. Otherwise, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and get pinged anytime we go live. I only go live for Atascocita volleyball in season. So thanks for joining in. We'll be back in about an hour, a little over an hour.